So here it is, the first official outing for Team Wolfgang, and I gotta say, this show is definitely a lot better if you've played an MMO at any point of your life, because the fact that they are in VR headsets and able to live out in reality the virtual aspects of this game, it makes it just so much better that they just have candid thoughts about each other. It does a really good job of showing how, friends, when going on an adventure, how they just kind of mess with each other. And it's just a good time to kind of just sit back, relax, and watch the day in the life of MMO players as they are going on different adventures and going towards different goals. So it's just, that's what I like about Shangri-La Frontier, because it does feel like it's like, oh man, the good old days when I used to go on an adventure and with friends and just talk about stuff and just like, hey, here's the boss. Let's battle him and go through strategy and just have a grand old time. But if you've never played an MMO, then you're missing out. But I think you can still appreciate this anime for what it is, even if that hasn't been something that you've lived through. So of course, right now, Sunraku's feeling the pain of ignoring his friends, and his friends are all like, yeah, let's go do stuff, and then he's off trying to do his own thing. And so his friends are like, okay, I see how it is. And through deduction, they were able to find out where he is, or about where he would be, and of course they found him. So they find him and accompany him on this adventure, but it's a good thing that they came along, because it made it a lot easier to take down that gatekeeper guardian that they faced when trying to get into the lab, which was one of the bosses that we analyzed from the theme song. And, I'm glad that they faced it this quickly, but as a team, they did a really good job of breaking down its defenses, and it was very funny how Sunraku's trying to tell the robot, yeah, tough break. We're nothing but attackers. And normally this would be a bad thing, but against you, it's pretty good. So after a while, I just kind of was like, all right, he's dead. I think you got him. But they just kind of went off into him and had their own time. But if you watch the scene where his friends are in the lab, they are constantly monitoring Sunraku and seeing what he's doing, because they have learned that Sunraku is really good about breaking apart, breaking off, and trying to separate himself from them so he can still continue his unique adventure through the Bunnyzua area. And whether he's talking to the big boss or he's getting Bialik her craftsmanship, he's like, okay, friends, all right, thanks for helping. So he's like, yeah, let's go back to Rabizua. And they're like, oh, no, sir. Do you remember what we were going to discuss? No, you're coming with us. So, of course, Sunraku's like, dang it. Which, like I said, a lot of times when you go out with friends and you're trying to you want to kind of do your own thing, but then you also want to do stuff with them. Yeah, you gotta remember those friends have goals of their own, and it seems after they've faced off against the unique boss and defeated it, they've all gotten attention in the actual sphere of the MMO from different avenues and different sorts of people, which makes sense because everyone, when they defeated it, there was a huge announcement to the whole game that, hey, these people are the ones that actually defeated one of the unique bosses. So they're on blast. They can't just hide the fact that they've done this. So they are, of course, being talked to by all kinds of different people for all different reasons, which, of course, kind of puts Sunraku in a bad spot here. So, of course, the episode ends with this character here, which I figured out this girl was the one that was in the ending credits, where I was like, oh, I don't know who that is. I didn't recognize her because she's always wearing the like Minotaur cloak of sorts. So I didn't realize that, oh, the horns are not from her. They're actually from the cloak. So she's the one of the characters that's dancing with them. So she probably have a more important role this season. She kind of had a little bit of importance last season, a little bit, but I think it's probably going to be more important this go around, especially with the fact that in the main theme song, these people were the ones that were chasing after Emule. Well, this is where we end this episode as they are trying to, it's, Sunraku's friends kind of put him on blast, kind of trapped him, and coordinated for these characters to jump Sunraku and I guess research and or pet or play around with Emule because if I remember correctly, her guild is the one that wants to find rare animals and classify them and or just reach out and find them. So of course, when he has this unique bunny, yeah, they're definitely wanting to pet and or talk to it. Which she can't exactly hide the fact that, it's like, oh, it's not a bunny rabbit, it's a backpack, or it's a girl that Emule has kind of transformed a little bit into. Overall, this episode was, kind of like the day to life of an adventurer. These guys are off doing their own things, have their own goals, have their own pursuits, and go and then meet up for different reasons. So I personally think it's pretty funny just to sit back, relax, and watch and see how it is and their mark on the game itself. Because you got to remember, they're all skilled in their own way. And even though they play Shangri-La Frontier, they play other games. Just like Sunraku was just sitting there like trying to mess. It's like, hey, get your skill check, figure it out. And because he's having bad memories of playing a game and failing a skill check for 3 weeks straight. Oh man, I would just die. I have a lot of patience, but for 3 weeks trying to get a skill check just in order to beat a game, ooh, that's some terrible odds there. But overall, I think Shangri-La Frontier is still doing pretty well for itself, and just like the first season, we saw Sunraku grow, and like, oh, he went into the game, he's learning the game, so we learned with him. And now he's kind of going on these unique adventures that a lot of times are tailored for him, but a lot of times his friends come along. So now we got to look and see like, okay, what is going to be happening this season? What is the main draw? Right now, they found the piece that they were looking for. So how will that be bring an effect for Sunraku in the future? Like, will he be able to use a lot more armor pieces? Or will the marks that he has on his body limit him? And what does he plan to do next? So that's what I want to look into. Now that the first 2 episodes solved one problem, it's like, okay, what's the next episode's going to bring up? And what does he do next? Does he go straight back to the crystal area, as we've seen in the main theme song, that he's going there to attack the boss? Or something else? We shall see, but tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. Of course, do not forget to like the video. Do not forget to subscribe if you're new here. If you enjoy what we're doing, I'd love to see more of you guys here, especially as we comment and talk about things. Remember, please, no spoilers, but if you do want to see the live reactions, they are over on Patreon. Sign up there, and as low as $1, you can see how, we've been reacting to anime that has been uploaded there. And hey, appreciate you guys for all that you do. Thank you for being here. And Lord willing, I will see you guys next time. Please be safe, take care, and bye-bye for now.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.